guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we are doing my September book haul. So I have just over 25 books to share with you guys today, so I was slightly better this month, but technically I cheated, as I will be having a fall/spooky reads haul coming out in just a couple weeks. Once it's available, I'll put it down below in the description, that I do have like over 20 books for that as well. So I like doing like themed book hauls for the season, but this is just like random basic things. Once again, I found some really great deals and some really awesome stuff. I've been going to some stores that I haven't been to in a while, and just like the book fairies have been totally awesome, so we're gonna dive right in. Okay, so first up I found 3 Kingdom Keepers novels, and I guess there are 2 series in the Kingdom Keepers, which I didn't realize, which explains why the covers all look so different, so that makes sense. So I got Kingdom Keepers Dark Passage, which is book 6. I got Kingdom Keepers Disney in the Shadows, which is book, I don't know, and then I got Kingdom Keepers The Return Legacy of Secrets, which is book 2. These are middle grade books by Ridley Pearson about kids that go into Disney after dark and like everything comes alive. Sounds so good. I really liked Ridley Pearson's novel with Dave Barry, Peter and the Starcatchers, a lot, and I feel like it's gonna have similar vibes, so I have a bunch of these now, like a ton. Then I found book 6 in the Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. This is Worlds Collide. Again, another middle grade about kids and fairy tales and stories coming to life. Looks really good. I have a couple books in this series. It's one that I'm kind of on the fence about just because it's so long and I have so many like long series, but it seems pretty good. I found The Love Interest by Cale Dietrich. This is about a company, a secret organization that cultivates teenage spies, and I guess they use the spies as like romantic love interests. And so 2 guys are sent to spy or kill this girl, and then she kind of falls in love with one or the other, and they fall in love with her. I'm not really sure. I've heard a couple things about it. Let me know if you guys think this is good, because I may or may not wind up keeping it. Then I found Through the Evernight by Veronica Rossi. This is the second book in the Under the Never Sky series. Guys, this is the first time this has happened. I'm pretty sure I already have this, and I can't find it. So I may have just gotten an extra copy, which is fine. I can trade it or sell it or something. But I think that I'm almost done with this series. I'm not really sure, like collecting them all. And this is just a dystopian series where it's kind of survivalist, post-apocalyptic, I believe, as well. So cool. Found Zodiac by Romina Russell. This is a sci-fi novel based on like the zodiac signs, which sounds fun. I've heard bad things, mixed reviews about this like overall, so but it's there's such pretty books, and I do like the concept like quite a bit, so let me know if you guys have read this one and if you like it. Boundless by Claudia Gray. This is the 2nd or 3rd book in the Unearthly series. I now have the full trilogy. They're gorgeous. I loved Claudia Gray's other book, Fateful, that I read this year, so I'm excited that I have the complete set now. Another one I'm kind of on the fence about. I found Princess Shadows. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, which I haven't read any Shakespeare retellings in a long time, and I'm a big Shakespeare nerd. So this is by Rachel Kane. I don't know anything about it, but I do like retellings of all kinds pretty much, so hopefully I like it. Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Colehurst. This is a fantasy female romance, I believe. Where a prince's sister falls in love with the princess that the prince is supposed to marry or something like that. Kind of like iffy about whether or not I'm gonna like this. It's got a lot of mixed reviews, and I think there's like another book in the series again, so we'll decide if I'm gonna keep it at some point. Sweet Far Thing by Liva Bray. I had this at one point, but I wound up giving it to my friend because she was further along in the series, and so she needed this one. I knew I wasn't gonna read it anytime soon because it's the 3rd book in the series. They're super big. I do really want to get to these. It's just taking me forever, but now I have all 3 again. Found A Poison, Dark, and Drowning by Jessica Clueless. I think this is the 2nd book in Shadow, Bright, and Burning. Magicians, sorcerers, demons, beautiful covers. It was $1. Then I found The Savage Dawn by Melissa Gray. This is the final book in the Girl of Midnight series, which I need the other 2 books, but I've heard awesome things about that series. I just heard that it's really, really great. It's like dark magical fantasy, and the covers are fun, so you know, I had to get it. Mermaid book, found The Daughters of the Sea, book 2. This is May. I now have books 2 and book 3, so I think there's either 4 or 5 in the series. I need the first one. I don't know what it's called, but I'm glad to find this one. Mermaids, don't need to really know anything more. I just want to read. All of them are amazing. Yay, found The Sleeping Prince by Melinda Salisbury. These covers are so amazing with the potion bottles and the girls in their dresses, and oh, it's so good. So this is the second or third book in the Sin Eater's Daughter series, which it's just calling out to me that I should read it ASAP. So I don't have any of the other books, but I found this one. It was ex-library, but I was like able to clean it up really, really well. So really cool. And it's like, seems like it would be good for fall, but I put it in this haul anyway. Then on Facebook Swap and Shop, I had a girl near me that was getting rid of a bunch of YA books, and so she sold them to me, and so I got the entire, I think it's the entire Paper and Fire Great Library trilogy. So there's Paper and Fire. She only had this one in paperback, unfortunately, but Smoke and Iron and Ash and Quill. Look at these. This is the Great Library series by Rachel Caine. I heard awesome things about this outside of BookTube. I don't know. It's just like magical libraries. There's a dragon on the cover. I've heard awesome things like on Bookstagram and through my friends that aren't on BookTube, so yay. Found Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini. This is like coveted. I don't know if it's out of print or what. She's just such a popular author. Fantasy series. I just really honestly wanted to keep it because everyone's like looking for it on my young adult swap group, and I'm like, no, it's mine. I'm gonna read it and see if I like it. Found The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Hopefully I said that right. They trained her for war. She intends to end it. So this, I think, is adult fantasy. It might not be adult, but I think it is. It's getting a lot of hype recently. It's gorgeous. I own it now. Super pumped to find Kill the Farm Boy by Delilah S. Dawson and Kevin Hearn. Look at the like illustrations and stuff. So it's such a pretty book. It says, once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, a hero, the chosen one, was born, and so begins every fairy tale ever told. This is not a fairy tale. I think a pun, like mockument. This is kind of like a satire mockumentary of like all fantasy books. I'm not really sure, but it just seems totally awesome. Then I found Sisters of the Winterwood by Irena Rosner. Look at this. I think this one again might be adult. And this is just fantasy, like fairy tale retellings, witches and sisters and wintertime and goodness, and I just want to hug it. It looks cozy. Found Circe by Madeline Miller. Stoked to read this one. This is a historical fiction retelling of Circe, Grecian lore. She wrote Song of Achilles, so like lots of myth and lots of lore and witches and things like that, and very popular as well. Also very shiny. Ooh, and there's a cool map. Super excited to find hardback copy of The Girl in the Tower by Katherine Arden, and then I traded for a copy of The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden, so I only am missing the last book in this series. Fantasy series about fairy tales and again, magicalness. I'm sorry that I'm so bad at describing things. I'll be better once I actually read them because I just don't look up a lot of descriptions before I read things. I have like just the bare minimum that's like, yes, I want to read that. So saving this one for the winter. Then the most exciting thing I got, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. The Ark, because it is now the end of September and I got this ARC and it doesn't come out until November, and I'm really torn because I don't like to read ARCs because I can trade them for other fiction books with my friends that collect ARCs. However, this isn't out yet and I'm really excited that I got it even though I haven't read The Night Circus. It's a really gorgeous ARC, like it feels awesome. So I think I'm gonna try and read this really quickly before it comes out, and then I can trade it for some other fiction things because people will they'll just like lose their mind that I got this, especially because I found this at the library bookstore. And I'm really bummed about it just because it's like so coveted right now. So fantasy series by Erin Morgenstern, who hasn't written a book in over a decade, and it's like a amazing story plot line that I don't remember anything about. Okay, you guys, that is all for my September book haul. So stay tuned for my fall/spooky reads book haul. I gotta like change over all my shelves and stuff before I can film that one, but it's gonna be really fun and exciting. I saved all of my books that were kind of more witchy and vampire-y and ghosty and all that stuff for that haul, so it's gonna be really fun. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for this book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know what you guys are hauling this month. Let me know if you found any great deals, and I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side.